Okay, so split apart your fractions. We saw that help a minute ago. You don't have to make this look like this, but x over 3 is like the same thing as 1/3 x. Those are the same thing. It just seems like this is a little easier to deal with. Over here, you could think of this as 1/3 x to the 1/2. And now they're written in the format that looks like I can undo the power rule. Let's raise the power by 1, divide by the new power. If you divide by something, it's going to make your denominator bigger. Over here, raise the power by 1, divide by the new power. Dividing by 3/2 is the same thing as multiplying by 2/3. So 1/3 times 2/3. That's not correct. 1/3 times 2/3 would be 2/9. Sorry. And even though I have done the antiderivative, I have not evaluated from 0 to 1, so we need to include this. Okay, and this part's a little bit messy, but they did pick 0 and 1, which are always a little bit easier to simplify. So plugging in 1 into both of these, looks like you get 1/6 minus 2/9. I know all of this goes to 1 because 1 cubed is still 1 and the square root of 1 is still 1. Plug in 0 into both of those and they both go to 0. And then we're always going to subtract those two. The upper bound stuff minus the lower bound stuff. And then finally, it looks like we just need to do this. So common denominator would be an 1/18, I think. So I think you should end up with 1/18. Does anybody know if that's what we're supposed to get? It's supposed to be negative 1/18. Oh, my mistake is right there at the end. Is 1/6 the same thing as 3/18? Is 2/9 the same thing as 2/18? No, I doesn't do that part right. Multiply this denominator by 2, so you have to multiply the numerator by 2. So that's why it should be negative 1/18. I just didn't get common denominators correctly. Okay, last chance for questions on 19 while we're still on this topic.